David Hume was a Scottish philosopher and historian born in 1711 Scotland. An author to about 40 literary pieces, he devoted his life to philosophy. Hume pops up with his theories in metaphysics and epistemology. Hume had a bit of a man-crush on fellow philosopher John Locke, and majority of his ideas are built on taking Locke's and running with it. Bundle theory. Hume took materialism to the extreme, stating objects do not exist, we can only come to know the features of it. Take away the properties, or more specifically the qualities that give the object its identity, and nothing is left. Now go ahead and imagine the properties of a stop sign. Take away the red hexagon with the word stop on it, and there's nothing left. Living entities are no exception, and that includes you. According to Hume, we don't exist either, and there is no such thing as the self. We are nothing but a bundle or collection of different perceptions which succeed each other with an inconceivable rapidity and are in a perpetual flux and movement. So the next time you think you're special because you exist, think again. That's right, Descartes. He's calling you out. A notorious practitioner of the philosophical tool called skepticism, Hume approached all assumptions with doubt until they could be proven true. This led him to hold a dangerous position on the question of deity called atheism. A capital offense in Scotland, Hume could not fathom the existence of a god because it is impossible to sense God empirically. Epistemology. To Hume, knowledge derived from sense experience or a posteriori knowledge is all that exists, so he concluded that senses and human experience are the closest things to truth. Take the polar plunge, for example. David Hume argued that sensations are stronger than the resulting ideas of said sensation. In other words, you would be gaining more knowledge from your experience of jumping into 3 degrees Celsius water than you would by hearing the story of your friend who did it. Problem of induction. While he was a big fan of the fact that empirical data was the basis for scientific knowledge, Hume found that science experiments are based on a logical fallacy. The problem of induction states that just because something has happened in the past does not guarantee that it will happen in the future, for empirical truth and scientific knowledge is subject to change. Just because your trips to Florida every year have been hot, warm, and sunny, you can't assume it'll always be like that. Despite his rather outlandish theory of our literal non-existence, Hume encouraged people to hold on to some of their common sense beliefs because thinking in a purely rational way can descend anyone into madness. Still looking at you, Renee. In an Occam's razor kind of explanation, he says, most beliefs are justified because they are useful. The test of a belief isn't its provable truth, but its utility. David Hume remains one of the most influential and admired philosophers in history. His contributions and ideas to the units of metaphysics and epistemology continue to stir controversy and discussion in today's world.